Hey everybody, welcome back to Vibe Elysium. Today we're going to be talking about our goals for 2023 and how the year has started off for us, as well as some of the best and worst things that happened to us in 2022.
Welcome back. First episode since the holidays, right? So hope that shit was good for everybody.
Crazy to think it's been that long already.
I know. I wish we could have got a couple more episodes in, but
It's all right. I
it
mean,
was
always
wild, dude.
time.
Oh yeah, I deleted it.
Spending time and shit.
So just so you guys know, we recorded an episode 3. It was pretty good. It was like 2.5 hours long, and then I cut it down. Or actually, I never actually got around to fully editing it, but I deleted it. So
Fun fact.
there will always be an episode no one ever heard.
The lost
The
recording.
mysterious lost episode. I have a shitty version of it. Maybe I could upload if
I was
we
going to
really
say, technically, we could bring it back. Yeah, true.
low quality.
So what's up, guys? Today we're doing the podcast. We're also playing some golf with friends. It's gonna be pretty chill, pretty fun, especially when I make them cry for
Fucking
getting a hole in one. Like I just did.
hole-in-one, dude.
I'm about to go ultimate sweat mode. Trip.
No, what are you gonna do that to me?
Hell yeah.
We're in Candyland,
So
man.
so stay tuned. Keep on the edge of your seats.
Some high octane golf action.
I guess the biggest one I want to ask you guys for now is just how is the year starting off for you guys? I mean, we're almost 20 days into it, so how's it been going for you guys so far?
For me,
Well,
Yeah, both of you.
you go first, Jim.
for me though, it's been pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. So as you should know, if you've been my friend, I haven't renewed my driver's license since December 2020, and January 2023.
That's insane to me, dude. That's mind-boggling.
January. I have no idea where the hole is, by the way. On this
Living on
map.
the edge.
Oh,
found it.
It's close. Yeah, and like there was a bunch of COVID restrictions where basically like I got pulled over twice, and both times they're like, "Oh yeah, you got 3 months COVID," you know. I was like, "All right, sick." And then no, I finally got it today, so I got my license finally. I've gotten like jobs, like they were like, "Oh, this license is valid." They're like, "Oh, it's no big deal. We'll just fake it." Like I was like, "Okay."
That's literally me,
Really?
bro. I
Wow.
just, like, if their license isn't valid, I'll just like, we'll just put a different date.
Right. We'll just
Little
do it. What you say is like you just do it later, and it'll get it figured out.
That's cool.
And like I've bought tons of like cigars and stuff, like so it really just nothing was impacted. I don't really buy alcohol, so I was just chilling. But yeah, so I finally got my license. I like cleaned up my whole fucking act over here. Like typically my room is pretty messy, but my room is fucking spotless right now. And like I don't know, I'm just having a good year so far, like getting a lot done.
Can we get some applause?
Yeah, I fixed my
Yeah,
car.
no, that makes me so happy for you, bro. That's awesome.
Hell yeah. And the only thing else that well, I'll get to that later. But yeah, I got a few things done so far. I'm pretty happy about it. How about you, Jeff?
Great.
Thanks.
I hope that your positive adventures continue, my friend.
Thanks, brother.
Man, so far, it's the Christmas time and New Year's and all that went very well. Like highlight of the year, actually. Like that was the best time of the year,
Really?
surprisingly. Because like
You want to elaborate?
usually holidays go shit around here in my family, but not that bad. But it's just a little stressful. That is. This year was really well. Everybody got along, and it was just really nice.
No
we got
drama?
some cool shit. No drama. It was like
Gotta love no
good
drama,
stuff
dude.
for Christmas this year. Like everyone was well off. They were directly after Christmas, New Year's though. My car fucking broke down, so it was like, here, enjoy your holiday, and now you get back to stress. So my car's down. Just trying to recuperate from that. It's a little tough. But
Yeah,
we're
man.
making it work.
What do you think it is for your car? Like
My
battery issue?
suspension's
Oh,
it's a
man.
part of the suspension. Yeah, I'm doing awful on
Fuck.
golf, by the way.
Yeah, you really are.
Oh, I'm watching you right now. It's okay. I wasn't gonna say anything. You know, it's all right.
It's okay.
We all have them days, Jeff. It's okay.
It's pretty funny. So don't
I
worry
can
about
talk and work at the same time. Chris knows that.
it. But yeah.
Shit.
But that's good though that you had a good Christmas. And there was like
Yeah,
no
I did, so,
drama.
I mean-
I remember you saying that you were worried about that. So
Yeah, so that was just the beginning of the year. Well, I get this car fixed, it'll be better.
hell yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
So Chris, what about you, man?
Take that, Joe.
You know, it's been pretty good, man. I'm happy to be starting the podcast back up. That's been like highlight. Like I'm genuinely stoked. You have no idea. I've started working out again, eating better. I feel better. It's been really nice, not gonna lie. And then Caitlin and I just celebrated our 3-year anniversary on the 15th, so that was pretty big milestone for us.
Congrats.
Yes.
Oh,
Woo.
thanks,
Congrats.
man. Thanks.
We
Many
love
more.
I'm really happy.
we
Yeah,
love
many
good,
more to come,
happy
exactly.
relationships. Good
Heck
stuff.
yeah, man.
But I'm sorry. Oh wait, no.
You know, you low key kind of helped me. Oh, but not really, but
Yeah, good man.
yeah, it's been nice. I don't have much complaints about this year so far, and I got some new parts for my PC, new keyboard and mouse, thanks to my family and my mother. Pretty happy about that.
Nice, dude. I forgot to mention. Yeah, I also upgraded my RAM and fucking I got a better storage drive or whatever, which is cool.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah. So I'm not I don't know. I can run multiple tabs at once now. Let's go. How about we switch gears and talk about 2022 a little bit before it's completely out of our brains forever. But
Oh, yeah.
what do you guys think was some of the best things to happen to you in 2022, or like your favorite moment, a highlight of any sort, even if it was small, like just like fun memories that when you're like 80, you're gonna be like, 2022 I did this and I was like this. So what do you guys what are your
Like that.
I wish I could have done that on the first time. That would have got me a hole in one. Wow.
No, Joe, you fucked me.
Shoot.
I was gonna get a hole in
Okay,
two.
so I think the best thing that's happened is I became a store manager this year because I've been working retail for, oh God, almost 10 years now. And I've been with this company for 8 years. I was an assistant manager for about 4.5 to 5 years. I was working really hard to get store manager, and this completely got passed up. I don't know how many times. I'm just always told I wasn't ready and this and that, everything
Yeah.
under the sun pretty much. But, you know, I finally got it, and running a pretty successful store, I would say. Things are doing pretty well, and it just makes me happy. I always told myself I could do it, and then getting into it and actually becoming a store manager, I was kind of like doubting myself, like, oh man, can I actually do it? Like, I've been saying I could do this for this long now, and I have to make it a reality now. But
Nice,
I've
man.
been low-key kind of crushing it.
Hell yeah. Getting the big
Yeah,
bucks too.
yes. I will second that because I've worked for different bosses before. Chris is now my boss, and I can safely say he's killing it.
Nice.
Like
Ah,
he's
thanks,
yeah.
man. I really be trying. I really do.
I don't want to name names, but I worked for 2 other managers, and you run them under the water.
Just a weird aside. Not that I wonder if we'll actually talk about this or not, but no, you know what?
Say,
So
man,
fucking
you
stupid.
threw it out there, man.
I know
You already
it's too
threw it
late.
out there.
I was on like the internet and somebody was saying how in Italy, like they still have the classic trope where you shouldn't be talking back to your boss in any way. Like you can't like swear at them or anything, like no matter what.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
I don't know where else. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So do you? Yeah, fuck you. Yeah.
Right.
You're like, Joe, thank you, Joe, for giving me an excuse. But no, yeah, I thought that was interesting. I was like, because like as an Italian American, I was like, wow, that's like my favorite thing to do, and I could imagine my entire homeland is, you know, I guess like if I
Sad
was an
about that. They're
owner,
feeling that one.
if I was an owner, telling an owner, I'd be a little butthurt about it or happy about it, I guess, and butthurt for the opposite. But
Dude, that doesn't bother me. Like I give my employees so much crap. I don't know. I like to run my store like a family. Like we can all give each other shit, and it's normal to accept that everyone's gonna have an off day or a bad day, and that's okay.
yeah,
Like we're all human. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, not every
you
day you
shouldn't
can
just
be
be like, I don't
happy
care
or
if you're having a bad day. Don't be talking. Don't be disrespectful. Like
right.
it's unrealistic expectations.
Yeah, I completely understand that. Like, I remember starting my last job, and we were just talking about that in general, and yeah, like everybody's gonna have a bad day every once in a while, and show up to work pissed off, but that's just kind of what happens because it's work. You know what I mean? Like, the other days they're gonna have a better day, and and it's like that
Yeah,
doesn't
exactly.
say their whole like personality or something.
Exactly. Everyone's entitled to a bad day once in a while. Like I have bad days. I'm sure you guys have bad days. It's normal. And I think people need to normalize that in the workplace. Now, I'm not saying you got to go on a whole like, crazy rant at work and, you're just destroying everything in your path, but it's all right to have an off day.
Yeah, once feces gets involved, that's when you've gone too far.
God, dude. That's
But
what
I'm
they
just speaking
say.
from personal experience. Let's move on. Just kidding. Didn't we?
I think that's very relatable. Yeah.
But no, that's good though, Chris. I'm glad you got security like that, and you're able to prove to yourself that you could do that shit. So
Yeah, man. Me too. Me too.
yeah, Jeff. What about you, man? The some highlights, some good things that happened to you this year. I can already think of one.
Yeah, I think I touched on it in one of our episodes, but I had a baby this year.
Yeah, man.
That's like the easy cop out answer, right? No, he's been the best thing ever.
Really? How is he doing?
He's awesome, man. Like I don't want him to grow up any more than this. Like he's at that perfect age right now. He's just super sweet and cuddly and cute.
Yeah, man. How old is he now?
He's nice. He's a little over 6 months, 6.5 months now.
Dude, Jack
He's
shares a
just a
birthday
little-
with my dad.
Really? July 1st?
July 1st, man.
Wow.
182nd day of the year.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, good, man.
Oh,
Are you?
What was it? I
So
haven't had much else going on this year.
I gotta ask though, how has it been adjusting your lifestyle to having a baby
Damn.
now?
Yeah.
See, okay, you don't have like crazy shit for free time anymore.
Yeah, you're my
Yeah,
first like
I can
Did you
imagine.
see shit? God damn.
you're my first close
I
friend
keep-
with a kid, honestly. So it's really weird. Like
That's
to me, like it's like oh shit, my best friend is a kid. Like, oh god, does that mean I should have a kid? Where's my kid?
Aw.
Like, you know
Dude,
what I mean?
Caitlin's been like, yo, we gotta have a kid. My cousin had a kid. Jeff had a kid. She's like, everyone's gonna have kids, and our kid's gonna be by himself. And it's like,
Oh
I
no.
get that. I get
He's
that.
gonna be
but-
by himself. Wait, what?
No.
Oh man, that happens. And then people are gonna get married, and then same thing's gonna happen. By the
Oh,
way,
Right
but yeah,
now,
Jeff-
it's not that bad because he's still young enough that he just eats and sleeps and poops. I can imagine when he's running around grabbing shit. That's gonna be a little
Oh
harder.
man, yeah, it's gonna be tough.
He's still pretty easy right now.
but like I think the older he gets, it's gonna be exciting to see what he likes because that's like
Oh, I
honestly,
can't wait for that. Yeah.
yeah, like it'll be especially. I think I don't even know how long you have to wait to find that out. Maybe like 4 or something, like 5, 6, but or even like older than that possibly. But it's just like that's what's fascinating to me is like what is my kid gonna like when he's older? Like what's his favorite show gonna be? Like what type of is he gonna be super into politics? Is he gonna be super into this or that? Like you know what I'm saying? Like what is he gonna be? Who is he? Who is this motherfucker?
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I sort of I agree. I can't wait for that part. I want to play Legos. I want to fucking play
what
games.
if he becomes super emo?
Yeah, I want to go to shows. That'd be sick, dude.
Oh, nice.
I'll look at my camera thing.
That's a really good answer. I didn't
Pretty
even think
sick,
of it that
man.
way. What if he becomes emo? I'll go on all the concerts. Oh shit! All right,
Heck yeah. Like,
that sounds
wow,
fun as
yeah.
fuck.
Hey,
So.
we were there too, boy. We were there too. It's okay.
I'm probably
It's
most
likely.
likely to have a emo kid that hates me out of all of us.
Oh,
Damn.
I don't know.
An emo Italian kid. Oh,
I'll be
man.
like, gee, yeah, the never seen before, the first of its kind. But yeah.
First of
Uh,
its
Great.
I exist.
oh damn! Did not mean to hit you.
It's okay. It helped me. It helped me.
He's good. The only problem is, you gotta spend a little more money on him, and
Yeah,
you basically free time is a constant struggle trying to do anything for yourself.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I can
that's,
imagine.
Expected.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Sleep.
no, that's good
I'm
though.
always
That
tired.
damn.
Oh, I know. I felt so bad, bro. My family came in one day to the store and they saw you and they were like, Jeff looks so tired. And I was like, I know. I was like, he is tired.
All
Like,
the
he's
time.
just trying to
Oh,
get through it.
So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
chugging 3 coffees at work. Chris is bringing me energy drinks, and
Heck yeah,
I'm
bro.
still fucking crash when I get home. Of course, after all that,
Yeah,
I'm always tired.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna be tired, bro. Yeah, like it's expected.
Yeah, it's exactly.
That's pretty
I knew what I
typical.
was getting into. So
Yeah, but I will end though. I think the older I get, is also like sleep thing passes.
yeah, definitely, he sleeps longer in the night and shit.
Yeah,
He will. Yeah.
dude, I bet you
Oh,
at one point you're
no.
gonna miss it. Weirdly enough,
I'm
you'll
sure
be
I
like,
will. Yeah,
I
I've heard
miss when
that.
he used to cry as a baby. I come in. I don't know, but yeah, that's awesome though, man. Like, congrats.
Yeah,
it's
that's my
huge.
man,
Yeah, Jackson, right?
Jackson Leon. He's
God, such a
a little
cool middle
angel
name.
boy.
God,
Good
yeah.
boy.
You should have did Leon Jackson, but that's just me. Like, Joe, shut
That
the
sounds
fuck
like
up.
my black.
Joe, fuck you. That sounds
sounds
more
more black.
black. No, that'd be like Leo. Never mind. But yeah,
Leo.
Leo. Yeah. Oh God.
Yo, I didn't
Remove.
expect that. Oh wow, I almost had that.
So for
Oh, this is
me,
good.
the best thing in 2022 that happened to me, I think, personally, or like my favorite thing that happened anyway, was definitely going to All Elite Wrestling AEW All Out pay-per-view. Essentially, it's like their WrestleMania for that company, and I live in Illinois, so I'm like 100% going to every single one as long as I live in the state. And it was by far one of the best nights of my life. Like I was like by the ramp where everyone walks out to the ring. So like I was right there by the ramp. I was like taller than my section. So like like literally 15 wrestlers looked at me in the eyes, which I just thought was crazy. So it's basically like the equivalent of like if you're big into celebrities in Hollywood, it'd be like going to the red carpet and like everyone on the red carpet was like just looking at you for half a second. Like it just like it's like the starstruck type of feeling. But yeah, no, I love wrestling, and that was like by far one of the best nights of my life. Like Jim Ross looked at me in the eyes, which made me feel all weird because he's like one of the head talent scouts.
Legend.
Yeah, legend, man. And like he looked at me for like 6 seconds, and I was like, oh my god, like 'cause I was like right in front of where he walked out, and then like multiple
Remember
of
this
the
Inner fangirl.
yeah, exactly. And this man's like a 7-year-old man, like, but I was fangirling just as much as when the girl looked at me. One of the female wrestlers, few of them, like I was like starstruck a little bit, almost more starstruck when Jim Ross looked at me because it just made me feel like valuable for some reason. I don't know why, because that dude's like talent scout. Like if he sees, like he's good at looking and seeing what a good wrestler might be, and like low-key, that's one of my dreams. So
That's a slobber knocker. Right
yeah,
there.
that man's a slobber knocker. He literally said on the commentary booth after he came out, he was like, "This crowd's unlike anything I've ever seen before." And he looked at me last, so he's talking about me, all right?
Yeah. Oh, he's talking
He
about
looked at
you.
me
right.
last for like 5. He looked like up to the stands. He looked to the other stands, and then he looked directly at me for like 6 seconds and waved. And I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, holy fuck. Anyway, it was just great. That night was amazing. I got to see CM Punk win the title. Who
Yeah, you.
hometown boy, and then also he after the show he punched a coworker, and so he's been banned ever since. So like I got to see like his last match basically like for that company, and like it was just by far like, and it was just the whole card top to bottom. It was one of the best shows ever. So yeah, that was by far best thing happened to me 2022.
AEW
Pretty awesome
is
experience.
Yeah, man.
they're very good. I like what they're doing.
Yeah, me too, man. They're
And
talking
we
about
went to
maybe
the very
buying.
first all in too, didn't we?
Yeah,
Out.
yeah, we went to the first All Out in 2019. That was a fucking banger. And now WWE selling, and they're talking about trying to buy it. So we'll see what happens.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
But I think Saudi Arabia
They
already
would.
bought it though. Seriously. But yeah.
Yeah, you
yeah.
told me that. That's good. That's an ultimate power move from the WWE.
It's how they make the most money, is selling it to like a company or like a person like that instead of like NBC or something. But yeah, interesting stuff. So yeah, that's the best stuff that happened to us last year. Now to switch it gears, totally flip it on its head. Positivity out the window, negativity let us in. What was your biggest what's the biggest I'm pretty good at these intros, huh? What's the biggest challenge you guys overcame this year? So you know, we're all human here. And you know, plenty of bad shit happens to every single one of us. So like, why don't we take a minute and share you know, one of the biggest challenges we had to overcome, whether it was you know, whatever. So Chris, why don't you take the bat and swing this shit?
I didn't really have like any crazy challenges I had to overcome. I think one of them would be taking over the store for a lot of things just weren't done properly. I had a lot of problems to fix with employees and just things in the store. So it was definitely a challenge in itself. But I think one of the most annoying things I had to deal with this year, mind you, Jeff and I, we live in Arizona, and in the middle of summer last year, sometime in June or July, our AC went out. And
Oh my
we
God,
couldn't
I
get it fixed
remember
for like
that.
a full month. Yeah, dude. So we went without AC in our house for it was a little over a month. I think it was like 5.5 weeks.
In the summer in
The
Arizona.
most devastating thing I have ever gone through in Arizona. That was so
How much
hard.
weight
Like,
did you
coming
guys
home
lose?
to a house, and it was like, dude, I don't even know. It was like a sauna, bro. Like coming home from work where I'm already sweating my ass off, and I get home and it's like 90 degrees in my house, and I'm like, oh, yep, this is
Hell no.
great. I gotta love
No, no.
this.
All the animals are
And
dying and shit.
yeah, dude, my poor animals, they were so sick of it. But we ended up getting like some portable AC units, and it helped a little bit, but it was still really freaking hot in the house, man.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I don't ever want to go through that again. The whole reason it took so long to even get fixed in the first place is because we just renewed the home warranty. And when you renew it, we weren't allowed to get anything fixed for 30 days. And this literally happened like
That's
the day after we
fucking-
renewed the policy.
Ugh.
Yeah, like the worst timing, dude. Like the absolute worst timing.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry. That
That's
sucks.
Didn't
Oh.
it take him forever to get the repairman out there too?
Yeah,
We had to order
well,
a part and stuff, and that took
had to
forever.
order a part. The
Um,
dude like didn't even fix the issue when he first came through.
Oh
Didn't
my
tell anybody
God.
anything. It was just a whole ass thing.
That's so fucking awful.
Yeah, it was bad.
God damn. Well, free sauna. But
equivalent to like, you know, in Illinois, and your heat goes out in the winter. It's like,
yeah, yeah.
fuck,
No,
oh,
that
man.
sounds
Dude, I don't even want to imagine that. That'd be
it's
awful too.
terrible. Yeah.
Well, at least you can go in front of the stove or something and warm up. You don't
Get
you
a
just
fucking.
like sit in front of your freezer or something. Stick your head in the
You
freezer.
could buy a heater. It's harder to buy a cooler.
That's
I'd imagine.
yeah. That's my thing. It's harder to like cool off than it is to warm up. Like you can always warm up. Go do some fucking push-ups. You'll warm up real quick.
Oh yeah, the ice baths are awesome. Randomly,
dude.
I just want to say
I love
that.
that.
Yeah,
No,
ice
ice
baths are good.
baths, cold showers, man. I'm there for it.
Yeah, man. But damn, that's quite the fucking adversity. Like that sucks as ball. I really wish I knew, like how much weight you lost, because I bet you lost like 5 pounds at least. Like, you know,
Just sweating it off.
I swear to God. Yeah, Jeff, what about you, man? Biggest
Um,
challenge.
So I mean, I kind of touched on that already. Just dealing with the new child, my first child, and everything.
Yeah, man.
Just trying to survive the new lifestyle.
Yeah, it's tough when
Money is a big deal all the time.
what the fuck?
Just trying to get my shit right again.
Yeah, man.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's really it, you know.
For me, yeah, it was a pretty crazy year. My mom passed away, and that was super sad. It was like very sudden. And yeah,
That was really unexpected, man.
dude,
Yeah,
it was super sudden. I was living with her, and it was very, very surprising. Yeah, it was so bad. It was probably as bad as it could be. um and I could go in more detail, but I could kind of just leave it at that for now anyway. But like but man, it was very, very tough. Definitely, cherish the loved ones around you. I beat
Definitely. She was a great lady.
Absolutely.
I grew up with her, and she was always awesome.
Yeah, she really was. But yeah, so that was by far the biggest thing I had to overcome this year. But yeah, there's like a kind of lesson to it. Like, definitely, like, hit up your mom if you ain't hit her up and shit. Because anywho, so that was that for that. And then I think Chris wanted us to do this. What would you guys rate after that? What would you guys rate your year? And so when Chris wrote that down, I wrote 10. But like I just explained to you,
10.
yeah, but I just explained to you why it would probably be a 0. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, damn, that wrestling show must have been good. No, but
The rest is great.
God. I was genuinely curious about how you were gonna rate this year and about
10.
how you were gonna share.
That's
everything.
why I
was
laughed,
wondering if
'cause
you were gonna.
Chris basically told us earlier what we were going to do for the show and rated out of 10, and then I immediately wrote 10, and then I started laughing because I thought about everything else. But no, it was like just like in general, I just absolutely like dig the future and where we are as a society. I fucking love technology, and like technology's always improving. So like, and a lot of really, really good stuff has happened this year. So especially in like the entertainment end for me. And yeah, I don't know, I just really dug 2022. Like there wasn't much, like too bad in general, I guess, besides for obviously the
There was more good
tragedy
than bad. Is that what you're saying?
Like broadly, yeah, like generally, I feel like.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you guys? 8 out of 10.
It's a tough one, man. It wasn't the greatest year of my life at all by any means. I'd have to say a lot lower. I'd go like 4.
4. Oh man. I'm thinking like a good 6 for me, man.
Oh, 6.
Yeah, I'd say a 6, middle of the road kind of thing. It wasn't the greatest year. It wasn't the worst year. From what I can recall from last year, I had more good happen than bad. So that's always positive.
Jax was born this year. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty
That's an extra
monumental,
point.
man.
That's an extra point right there.
That should be all right.
Yeah.
It's 5.
5.
He said 5.
If all the rest of the years have been 7s or something, this is definitely a 5.
7s, no. Oh,
Jax
no.
yeah, that was a great thing.
I think I was just able to like smoke a lot of weed this year and have a good year.
Nice.
Like I don't really know. Like I just kind of like enjoyed life this year. Kind of. I found like the death helped me perceive what's like valuable to me anyway. And yeah, I don't know. I was like living my life very differently before the passing, and now like I've kind of I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah.
Do you think you're in a better spot now than you were before?
Definitely, and also like I'm constantly like, oh yeah, my mom would be so proud of this. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's almost like
Oh,
yeah. So, but yeah, yeah. I don't blame you guys for having low years, at all, because like, I just like, I just think I like my main like was there, because like I don't know, I guess one thing I hate to no end is. And this didn't happen
Wow.
this year was yeah, I can't do this. What is like every time there's a year where wow. Every time there's a year with an election, like my feed gets filled with like political takes and shit, and like a
Oh,
constant
man. Yeah. I get
I
that.
hate political election years because it's just everyone decides to talk about it and it bums me out. Any year without that is
I
a
get
10.
I feel that though. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I don't ever really give a shit about that stuff.
Same. That's why I hate
I'm
it
not
so
a very
much.
political person. I just
Yeah,
want to be a good person and help people out.
yeah, man, definitely. And I mean, if there's a politician that does that, then definitely. But there's a lot
Doesn't it seem like
that
it kind of
don't.
creates more separation and division in people instead of
Yeah,
bringing everybody
absolutely.
together?
Yeah, and I think the big thing I don't like
Seems like
about it is strictly that people will paint people into boxes.
just strictly off of what they say they affiliate with. This
Yeah,
defines you as a whole person.
it's true though. Yeah, it really does. Like, I don't know. I feel like politics has definitely divided most people lately.
All right, so we talked about all that and whatnot. So it's 2023 now. What do you guys think? What are you guys' goals for this year? What are things you want to knock off before the year ends? Things that you feel like you'd be better for. Jeff, you first.
Goals.
Yeah,
I want to get my money right. I think that's a given.
nice.
But more than that, I want to get my channel straight. I'm trying to rethink it. How I want to make my videos. I'm thinking I want to do kind of like longer, even longer. I know, but instead of multiple videos per series, I'll just have one video per game, and it'll be just like
Does YouTube let
condensed
you do that? Does YouTube like let
long
you
videos.
post like
Yeah,
8 hour?
I've seen
Oh yeah, I have too actually. They used to have like some sort of
so
limit where you couldn't even do more than like 15-minute videos.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, and then you'd have to like make videos for at least like make a few videos or something, and then they'd allow you to do more than 30 minutes. I think they got rid of that. But yeah, man, that's
I
good.
basically want to like just using those as like background footage anyway. So I'm kind of just thinking about condensing out the highlights of the game, posting it up, kind of like
So you actually
uh,
already have like a ton of posted content from a lot of games. And do you think like you'd ever do like a best of video for like vampires and shit where you have like the funniest moments all in like a condensed package?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
for
That's a
sure.
good idea.
That's kind of what I'm thinking of doing with my main channel, and then this now I'm using what I've been doing as just like a background footage slash second channel type thing, where I have the longer videos for people if they want to watch the whole gameplay they can, but um, I'm going to be using those clips for the shorter videos with best of videos and stuff like that.
Nice.
And yeah, I want to get my channel popping off. I want to get this podcast popping off. I want to get Jackson walking. That'd be great.
Do the worm.
Yeah,
Dude,
he's
Lord.
he's almost crawling right now, but I want to get
Oh
him
wow.
walking by the end of the year. Definitely, you should. It's January, bro. If he's not walking, there's something wrong.
True.
Oh shoot.
True.
Hell yeah. I mean, those are my 3 little goals.
Nice. Those are pretty good ones.
Yeah, that's solid, man.
But Chris, what about you, man?
So pretty similar to Jeff. I want to get my finances in order. I've found myself in a little hole of debt over the last couple years, so I definitely want to start crawling out of that and hopefully try to get debt free by this year. I'm gonna do my best. I definitely want to work harder at creating some content. I want to be able to work for myself. I've been doing retail for, like I said, almost 10 years, almost a decade of my life. I think it's time I kind of flip to a new chapter in my life here, getting the podcast up and running, getting my YouTube channel up and running. So I really want to do that. And then, yeah, I want to be in better shape and take care of myself better. I need to go to the doctor, get some physicals done.
Jeff, come on.
I always say you can't take care of anyone else if you
know.
don't take care of yourself. So I really want to do better for me so I can do better for others.
Yeah, man.
You're right.
That's all fucking solid goals. Pretty much have the same exact set of goals. Like I want to work out more, get in better shape, do the podcast more often, create a lot of content here in this channel, and then my own channel as well. And yeah, get my money right better because have like more of a solid income type beat. Yeah, and all that. The only other thing for goals for me that I want to do really bad this year is I want to, on top of like working out, I want to oh, this is the last course. We're going the wrong way. I want to maybe hit up a pro wrestling school and train and try to see if I can take a swing at pro wrestling because I'm in love with the shit. I look like a fucking a wrestler, so I should probably get going. It'd be a nice money making thing, but it's something I'm super passionate about, and yeah, that's kind of pretty much same. I also want to be a pro wrestler, Chris, and just like you.
How cool would that be?
It would be amazing. It would be a trip, but I would be right now in the stern stage where I am right now. I would be petrified in front of a crowd. I'd be sweating my ass off for sure. I'd be like 100% a bucket of sweat, like without a doubt.
Nah, I feel that.
Like I'm pretty sure when I went to that wrestling show that I was talking about, that I like had such a great time. The first like 20 minutes, I was just sweating like profusely, just because like I was like. I don't know, just the pressure of being there and all that. But yeah, it was cool. I wore deodorant, so
that's half the battle too, because like you can get physically strong as much as you want, but you need to be emotionally and like I don't know,
mentally prepared.
Strong.
Yeah, and I think
True.
that's what the independent wrestling scene really helps, because like you got like a crowd of 30 people, and it's less stress, less worry. It's good practice,
Maybe go to like some improv classes or something too.
Yeah,
maybe something like that.
Yeah, man, definitely. All that would help. But yeah, no, I definitely love that shit. The one thing oh yeah, this was another goal I didn't say yet, and it kind of ties into the wrestling. It's even though I'm gonna say this out loud, but I don't know if it's actually gonna happen. One other goal I have this year is to complain less. So I found myself complaining a lot this year, and a lot of that was on Reddit, like just me like seeing some article and then being like, these fucking idiots or whatever, like these whatever it is, I don't even know. Like a lot of it's pro wrestling related, where I'm like, like, oh, this fucking booker is an idiot, whatever it is. Like, I don't know, I feel like I should reel that in because like it doesn't get you where you want to go. You know what I mean? It's negativity out in the world.
Man.
Like use that against you, someone.
Dude, I'm definitely if I
True.
like I like if I deleted my Reddit today, maybe I would avoid that, but I don't really want to. So one of these days, hopefully I get credible enough where people care to look at my Reddit and then get mad at when I like shit on John Cena for no reason in 2012. Like, you know what I mean? Like but Yeah. I did like full speed Chris and I hit the target
Which one, bro?
straight ahead.
Oh, interesting. That's the only one I haven't tried hitting. That's so funny. Thanks for the advice.
Yeah, just complain less.
Back to your thing though. I think it's always good to focus on the positive, man. I mean, the world's already full of so much negativity, and by you reducing that, you're already going to be contributing to a larger part of your life.
Yeah, it's like almost like it's become easy the older I get to complain. Like before, I wouldn't complain about shit really. I just kind of like, well, I would, but like it wouldn't be like now. I don't know. Like it's like almost like, oh, like the last 10 years this shit's been happening, like, and nothing's changed, so now I want to complain about it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot fucking wrong with the world that could be better.
Yeah, definitely.
Complaining isn't the answer though.
No, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, we talked about all that, junk. So one other thing I wanted to talk about real quick before we wrap up is before the show, Jeff was talking about this, and just wanted to maybe talk about it and then see what you guys think in the comments as well. So Jeff was saying how weed causes forgetfulness for him, and like that's pretty typical. Like it's like a normal thing to happen. However, like I feel like it doesn't really happen to me, or maybe I'm like so deep that like I don't realize it anymore. But like I remember even like 15 or well, how long ago was it? Like 8 years ago, my buddy was like, yeah, and I can remember things better now. And I thought to myself, like, what? Like like I can remember things pretty chill, but maybe I'm just like not looking at it in the right context. So like, Jeff, what do you mean? I mean, this is like pretty typical. Like it's not like you're saying anything so crazy, but like what do you mean exactly? Like when you say like it causes forgetfulness, like what's some like daily everyday shit?
Okay, so for reference, like I was watching Tom Segura and Andrew Huberman on a podcast together. Andrew Huberman is like I don't know exactly what he does, but he is well informed in all kinds of how drugs and alcohol affect the human brain and side effects and shit. And just the way, he was describing the potential side effects of weed and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, no, I definitely get some of that sometimes. He was in anxiety, memory loss, forgetfulness.
Yeah, I feel like paranoia is like
speech.
very common as opposed to, but like, okay, so my question though is like, what example do you have? Like, it's hard. Maybe I'm forgetting my examples. You know what I mean? But like, what examples do you have like where, you're like, oh, I just smoked, so I forgot that, or, you know what I mean? Is it something like as a typical as like dinner's ready, or is it just like
No, it's more long-term stuff. Like stuff my memory long-term used to be better as when I was a teenager, and now maybe it's just because I'm getting older as well. That's the other factor.
So much shit is happening, like what should I remember?
Like Caitlin will bring up something like, you don't remember that happened? Like, actually, no, I don't.
Oh my god, weird. That is like the most relatable statement for me now.
But like
all
what
the time,
though?
bro.
Like what don't you remember?
Just conversations. She'd be like, yeah, we talked about this. I'm like, dude, I don't think we talked about that.
Well,
like, I don't recall that at all.
I'm typically
Or I'll leave the room and I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna go grab this, and then like I'll leave, I'll walk into the room and I'm like, what was I grabbing again?
I do that a lot. I do that a lot.
Come back and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot to grab the whatever I was gonna grab,
Yeah, I totally get that actually.
Stupid little shit like that, yeah.
Yeah, I guess like there's times where I'll just forget like my phone somewhere because I didn't leave it in the same spot, and where's the hole?
And I know my anxiety and shit like that would go down if I stopped smoking, just because I know that because it's like the whole caring if someone thinks I'm high thing. That's gone away over the past year or two.
Yeah, I feel that.
I only get the
anxiety, to be honest.
I get anxiety. I get it, but only when I only get it when I'm high though, like never outside of the high.
Interesting.
Like I'll get anxiety if I'm high, and then I start worrying about something. But if like it's just a regular day, like I'm not gonna have extra anxiety unless like I wanted to smoke that day and then I couldn't or something.
Or just having things on me in public. Like, what if a nosy ass cop decides to?
Yeah, that helps.
question me
Living in
today?
a legal state helps a lot. 100%.
Even still, like, you can't drive with it and shit. So, like, if they decide to be a bitch,
Yeah, true. Wow, I
on
just
any given
wait,
day.
Jeff. I just saw your ball fly back, and I it was like a 3D movie. Like I just stood back a little bit in my chair. Holy shit!
I'm not understanding this goal. I think I'm going the wrong way.
Dude, you're going backwards, bro. I was
I'm
going
going
to tell
backwards.
you, sorry.
Oh my god!
This
'Cause
whole
I was
map
doing
is
the same
spawning
thing, and then I was
backward.
like, wait a minute. Yeah,
I
it's
got-
spawning
Then I
us
almost
backwards.
rolled
Yeah,
one
I
in.
thought so.
That wasn't the hole I hold in one in. I
And
went
I
the.
almost sold
I think I went in the other one, and then I hold in one to. Wait,
the one behind us. Yeah,
what the
I
fuck?
think I saw you do that, and I tried to do the same thing and couldn't do it.
But yeah, because
What
like
the hell?
I can't. I mean, I can't really think of something where I'm like, oh, I don't remember that. But I do know that I'm typically really bad with like remembering birthdays, and maybe that has something to do with it. But
Oh, it's things like things I would be able to remember dates and stuff better, and the days of the week. And like, what's today? I don't know. I used to be better at it.
I feel like that's more of like depending on whether you need to know the days of the week or not for your line of work or something.
Oh, I'm underneath the map right now. What the hell?
Dude, I don't even know what to do right now. What is this?
I went
Yeah,
straight
you
up
got it.
and I hit a crack, and I'm continuing the map.
That just did not work for me. I'm just
Falling underneath the map.
There was like a small
yeah,
sliver I was able to
up
go
there for a minute.
Wow, this is a
There
crazy
we go.
map.
Goodness.
It's a
This is
good
kind
one.
of crazy. Oh yeah, of course I go off the map. Like what am I
Oh my
doing?
god, this is annoying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
I
thing
don't
with
like this map.
while we're on it, one thing with weed is like I'll if I'm high, like I'll tend to not want to start recording a episode of something or like a let's play series. Like for some reason in my dumb head, I'm like, oh, like if I'm sober, I'm like, let's do this let's play. And if I'm high, I'm like, well, I'll do it later. Like I don't know why.
Honestly, no, I can feel that though. I do that frequently.
Yeah, and it kind of bums me out. It's like my least favorite thing about weed, honestly. Anything else you guys want to bring up for the
Now,
pod?
with that being said, I'm fucking love weed.
Yeah, I mean it's amazing.
I want to smoke. No,
Yeah, I do. But
just kidding.
what the hell was that
Not
glitch?
really.
Jeff?
Yo, what?
Jeff just glitched the whole map.
I keep
Yeah, I
going
saw
underneath the map, dude. It keeps happening.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go, Jesus. Oh.
Oh my god, what if?
All right, homies. Well, thank you for listening to this podcast. We really appreciate you guys chilling out and hanging out with us. If you guys want to add your 2 cents, please leave a comment. Tell us how forgetful you are. And yeah, and we just appreciate you guys being here. Leave a like, leave a comment. Stay tuned. Plenty more content. We're really loving doing this kind of content and putting stuff on this channel. So we may even do more content, more than just a podcast every week. But we'll see what happens. Until then, thank you guys for being here. We appreciate you. This has been a Vibe Elysium. And yeah, thanks for watching.